Howdy chaps, and welcome back. This is a bit of a Christmas message really. It's sort of a end of the year, possibly one of the last videos, probably the last video for this year. Probably take a bit of a break. I'll probably film running in this motor that's behind me. But yeah, this video is pretty much to wrap up what an amazing year it has been on the channel. Quite impressed really. This year we cracked 1,000 subscribers. Pretty big milestone, and I cracked 1,000 subscribers tail end of July, and we've picked up nearly another 1,000 since then, which is just incredible. Big thank you to all the subscribers who comment and share and are just there all the time. Big howdy to you, big thank you. Keep up the good work. Hope you keep enjoying it, keep sharing it, keep liking it. Yeah, we've slowed down a little bit towards the end of the year, but that's just luck of the draw with the jobs and stuff. You know, if they're interesting all the time, I'll keep them coming. If they get a bit mundane, I'll be like, nah. But yeah, I try and keep content coming constantly. I really don't like leaving it a week. I liked it better when I was doing it every couple of days, but I just haven't had anything interesting to film. But next year we've got quite a bit on. Some, would you believe, more Falcon Coupes coming in. We've got an XC wagon, another Falcon Coupe. This XY is being replaced with a Falcon Coupe. We're going to get this blue coupe done. The EJ will probably get a blast in the new year, and yeah, just lots and lots happening. The FG Ute, you'll see more of that. I've just got to wait for people to come back to work basically for it to go spend some time at a PDR specialist, see what they can do to that. But yeah, it's just been a wild ride this year. To all the chaps, all the friends, you know, Peter Anderson, you got Don's Tricks, howdy buddy, watching I Watch You quite regularly. Wayne's Garage, Automotive Carnage, although he's been quiet. Come on man, you're leaving us dry. Get back into it. But yeah, he's got some stuff going on. And yeah, all the good chaps. Fat Fords, I can't wait for that one to be done. If you haven't seen that one, he's doing a XB coupe with a late model Mustang sort of firewall and floor pan. Oh, the engineering in that is just making me drool. I'll have one. Yeah, so get on him. She'll Be Right Garage, he's kind of funny. I've had a couple of chats with him, but nothing major. I loved hanging out with Jeff from El Jefe's Chop Shop. What a great day that was. I'd like to do some more of that. Got some stickers coming. They're actually in the works currently, so I'll do some sort of a few different types to start off with a bit of merchandise. Unfortunately, I have to charge a bit of money for them. Not heaps, like, you know, probably $5 for a sticker, because they cost a little bit of money each. So, sort of, if I want to keep making them, I've got to keep asking a bit of coin. But the first ones will stay. It's sort of a bit of a dig at 302s being painted up as 51s over the many years that people have been doing that, and of course mine now pretty much looks like a 51 even though it's not, and the sticker's going to say yep 351. So I don't know, I thought it was a bit funny. The next one will probably say looking lovely and smashing and that's awesome and things like that, you know, just a couple of the sayings I like to do. Basically merchandise is just money contingent, and unfortunately I have this thing where I pump all my money, every last cent, into my cars. It's kind of funny. It's like if I spend money on anything else, I go, oh, that seems a bit expensive. But car related, oh, it's $300. No worries, straight on in. No hesitation. The XB, the exhaust was a bit of a sore spot for me. I took it to a supposed reputable exhaust shop. They were nice to deal with, but I don't know what happened. I don't know whether they welded it with their eyes shut or something, but I can understand why they didn't do the rest of it, because of the fuel leaking. But after taking it to my mate's shop and fixing it ourselves, I was kind of glad that they didn't finish it. I really don't like speaking ill, but I'm like, it's not a terribly difficult exhaust to make. And we took it off the car, I put it on the ground, and the pipes just go like that. They're supposed to be fairly straight, you know, and yeah, that's all they're going to be. The mufflers are at different lengths, and then we were trying to put the tailpipes in, and the mufflers are like that. You're just like, I don't actually know how they were planning on putting them in. It was mind-boggling. So what? And they the tailpipes are off the shelf, but they cut them in a weird spot to put a flange, and we ended up welding the two cut bits back together and putting a flange on the back of the muffler, which it was just, I just don't know what was going on there, but I don't think I'll ever go back, unfortunately. I'm not going to name names or anything like that, but I had high hopes. Like, people talked them up, and I was like, alright, I'll give them a fair go. And then I had a couple of people say, well, watch out. But I always give people the benefit of the doubt, but unfortunately that ended up making me very upset, because that was a reasonably large amount of money for some really questionable work. I was like, well, anyway, I'll stop talking about that. It just disheartened me a little, that's all. But the Clevo that's behind me, that's coming along quite nicely. It cranks over on the starter motor now on the little test stand, so we've got oil pressure up, and I've just put in a points dizzy, mainly because I didn't have the money to buy an electronic coil and a few things like that. So next Tuesday we're going to run that in, so you might expect a video that evening. What else is going on? The XB's trans in it currently leaks like a lot. I did find something interesting under that car. The tail shaft is marginally too short, in my opinion. I didn't realise that potentially a car with a C4, not a Borg Warner, ran a slightly shorter tail shaft, but I've never encountered a sedan having a slightly shorter tail, but that much shorter. It still works, and obviously I drive it around, but I think when I get the trans out, I'll get the tail shaft made a bit longer and see if we can get rid of that issue. But you know, the XB is quite literally a work in progress, and I was driving it home last night and lost my temperature gauge and my fuel gauge, so I'm thinking there might be an earthing problem in the dash. But you're talking about a car that sat for probably 20 years not being used, and now that it's being used quite regularly, and I've put over 1200 Ks on that motor, and she's running sweet. We even last night at Josh's, we put a O2 gadgety thing, mechanic lingo, and we tuned it up so that it was running correctly. Josh is doing incredible for himself, actually. Quite proud. I worked with him at another shop, and we became good mates, and he's done his own thing and he's doing very well. If you are in southern Adelaide, do check him out. He's way better than everybody else. Like, the attention to detail is much higher. They'll bend over backwards for everybody, you know, they'll just help you out whenever needed. So can't say enough good things about him. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. I gotta say, once again, a big thank you to all the subscribers and the people who are just listening to me ramble right now. So have a good, safe Christmas. Don't think I wouldn't do, and I'll see you in the new year.